Hello friends, welcome to Affairs Cloud. We learn to lead. My name is Vikas and in today's session we'll be looking at the important current affairs of the February month regarding the topic various summits and conferences. The session will be very useful to you. All you have to do is watch the video till the end. If you like the video, do hit the like button, share it the link with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, do subscribe. Let's start the video, but before starting the video we have something information to tell you about. We have an app by the name Carriers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded the app, you will open the app and you will see this type of screen. In this you can go and log in with your Google account, that is your Gmail ID. Then once you have logged in, then you will be moved to the this page where you can see a window. If you click on the current affairs section here, then you will be moved to this page. Now this is where magic happens. This is the course where there are two courses provided by us. First, you should know it is of 1 year and 2 years, so choose your course accordingly. What we are providing and what is the reason behind that you should purchase course of current affairs from us, and what are the important details about it. First thing, you should know that we provide you current affairs in both English and Hindi. Okay. Also, we provide you here current affairs daily. PDFs are provided daily. The important factor here to remember is we are providing PDF to you daily. Okay, that contains question answers of the daily current affairs. They are explained in a much easy way where you can grasp the knowledge and do your revision. Okay, apart from app, we provide you with question answers. Then on every day we provide you 20 question answers quiz, daily 20 questions quiz. So imagine how much it will benefit you in your preparation. Then we provide you same thing for weekly. In weekly we take a quiz of 50 questions. Then question answers of week, we provide you a book, PDF is provided you weekly of the compiled questions of the whole week. Similarly for monthly also, ebook is given, your quizzes are taken, question answers PDF. Then apart from it, we also help you to prepare for banking papers. All the banking exams you can go refer to our videos and our courses here. You can see here the we provide you banking and economic quiz of 157 questions. Okay, then topic wise PDFs are covered. As you can see, we are making videos on indexes and reports, important days, the books and authors, all the events that are taking place in individual months. So these PDFs are provided to you and they will help you a lot in your preparation for journal awareness, your journal studies, as well as for current affairs. Then you can see we also provide you current affairs for state wise current affairs are provided to you. All you have to do is go and purchase the course. If you are a new aspirant, you can take course for 2 years, and if you are a previous aspirant and you have continued your preparation, then you can choose the course as per your wish. Another additional information you should know while buying the course, if you use the code Vikas10, and we have bought this code just for you, use the code Vikas10 and my friends, you will be getting straight 10% discount on the purchase you made. So the first topic we will be discussing is our World Sustainable Development Summit. I repeat, World Sustainable Development Summit 2021. This summit was inaugurated by our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Alright, the important things to remember about this summit is the theme. It is a flagship event of which organization and what was the goal set during this event. Alright, as the name suggests, World Sustainable Development Summit. Sustainable refers to all the methods that will be using for the protection of an environment, such as ignoring the using the sustainable resources such as your solar energy, your tidal energy, your geothermal energy, instead of the ancient methods that we are using such as the burning of coal to generate electricity. So we will be avoiding the fossil fuels and now moving to the more renewable resources such as solar energy and tidal energy. So let's talk about the theme of this event first. First of all, we should know the theme. The most important question is related to theme only. The theme of World Sustainable Development Summit 2021 is redefining our common futures. redefining our common futures, safe and secure environment for all. Safe and secure environment for all. ये this is your theme for the World Sustainable Development Summit. All right. Then next thing you need to remember that this is a flagship event of TERI. Flagship event of TERI, the Energy Resource Institute of India. All right, TERI, the Energy Resource Institute. Flagship event of TERI was, the question can be framed like WSDS or World Sustainable Development Summit is a flagship event of which company or which organization? It is a flagship event of TERI. And next thing that you need to remember is that the goal that was set during this summit was that net zero carbon by 2050. This goal was also set up by a Indian company by the name Renew, that by 2050 the net carbon emission or the net carbon emission of India will be zero. All right, so let's look at some of the other key details of this topic. The 20th World Sustainable Development Summit. Also remember, this is the 20th edition of this World Sustainable Development Summit. What was the theme? Redefining our common futures, safe and secure environment for all. This was a 3-day long event that was virtually inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The event also attended by the Union Minister Subramanyam Jaishankar. He is our Minister of External Affairs. Another thing to remember, it should be noted that this event is an annual flagship event of the Energy and Resource Institute, TERI. As I mentioned earlier, that this is a flagship event of TERI, that is the Energy and Resource Institute, which was instituted in, or it was started in 2001. It is supported by India's Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, then Ministry of New and Renewable Resources, Renewable Energy, and the Ministry of Earth Science, while its country partners was the United Kingdom. During the summit, the discussions were held on the topics of energy and industry transition, adaptation, resilience, nature-based solutions, climate finance, circular economy, clean oceans, and air pollution. That means everything related to your environment was tackled or was discussed during this summit to make environment a better place or a better place without the pollution for all the people of this world. WSDS 21 closes with a promise to achieve a common goal of green growth and a net zero by 2050. As I said, the net carbon emissions will be is targeted to be zero by 2050, and another Indian company also targeted the same goal with the name Renew Energy. All right, remember this name of the company, Renew Energy. It is important. Let's look at some of the recent related news. A 2-day long virtual international Akhand conference by the name EduCon. EduCon is related to a conference that is related to your education. This EduCon basically deals with how we can implement your information and communication technology into education and make education more interesting and more valuable, because nowadays we see everything is going virtual and everything that all the students are taking online classes, and even the teachers everywhere online, and education is linked to now computers. So how can we implement the information and communication technology into your education system and it make it more advanced, as it will help the students. All right, so this EduCon, that is a virtual Akhand conference, was inaugurated by our Union Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. The chief guest was Professor Dhirendra Pal Singh, who is the chairman of UGC. All right, who is the chairman of UGC? Professor Dhirendra Pal Singh. Next is the One Planet Summit. It was the 4th edition of the World Planet Summit in 2021 that was organized by 3 organizations, or remember, it was organized by 3. First is France, United Nations, and the World Bank. I repeat, One Planet Summit was organized by France, United Nations, and World Bank, and it took place in Paris, that is in France. Alright, the aim was to prepare negotiations for setting global diversity targets in order to protect nature in the next decade. And the theme that of the One Planet Summit was Let's Act Together for Nature. Let's Act Together for Nature was a theme of One Planet Summit. If we look at about TERI, the chairman is Nitin Desai, Director General Dr. Ajay Mathur, and the headquarter is in New Delhi. So this was your World Sustainable Development Summit. Alright, theme is redefining our common future, safe and secure environment for all, flagship event of TERI, and the goal was to zero emission of carbon by 2050. Moving on to the next. Next, we'll be looking at the summit. It is a joint conference of World Petrochemical Congress and World Future Fuel. I repeat, next we are looking at a joint conference of World Petrochemical Congress, that is the 11th edition of the World Petrochemical Congress, and the World Future Fuel Summit and Expo. Alright, so from India, who addressed this joint conference? It was addressed by Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Alright, this was addressed by Dharmendra Pradhan ji. Then the thing to remember regarding this particular summit or this particular joint conference is the theme and which edition of this congress of this World Petrochemical Congress was held this time. So it was the 11th edition of the World Petrochemical Congress, and we'll be looking at the theme. Remember, 11th edition of World Petrochemical Congress. And the theme, this is important. Remember the theme. The theme was Petrochemical gas towards a win-win strategy for producer and consumer. Petrochemical, I repeat, petroleum, coal gas towards a win-win strategy for producer and consumer. Producer and consumer. This was your theme for this joint conference. If we look at some of the key points of this summit was Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, he is the Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, addressed the joint conference of the 11th Petrochemical Congress and the World Future Fuel Summit that was held in New Delhi. Important thing to remember, where was this event held? This was held in New Delhi. Alright, this was held in New Delhi. Coming back to the key points, world's only congress on petroleum coal gas industry with a focus on synergy for the energy. 11th World Petrochemical Congress, International Conference and Expo 2021 was organized by whom this was organized? It was organized by the Energy and Environment Foundation, EEF. I repeat, it was organized by Energy and Environment Foundation. The theme for this was petroleum coal gas towards a win-win strategy for producer and consumer. I repeat, the theme was petroleum coal gas towards a win-win strategy for producer and consumer. Next, the World Future Fuel Summit and Expo 2021 was also organized by the Energy and Environment Foundation. It is an annual summit to bring together global business leaders, future leaders, students, government, specialists, exhibitors globally. It showcased state-to-state-art technologies in clean future energy globally. That means World Future Fuel Summit and Expo basically attracted all the people who are related to making the environment a better place for living, such as this included the leaders from all over the world, big businessmen, the future leaders or the students that are aiming at becoming a good world leader. Then the governments were attracted by this event, the specialists about particular topic, then exhibitors and more investors were included or took part in this summit. Alright, so next we will be looking at the related news. 15th edition of India Digital Summit. I repeat, India Digital Summit was recently organized by IAMAI. Alright, India Digital Summit was organized by IAMAI. This summit was the 15th edition. First thing you need to know, it was the 50th edition and it was organized by Internet and Mobile Association of India, or you can say IAMAI. The theme for this event was Atmanirbhar Bharat, start of a new decade. Next remember a virtual international climate adaptation summit. I repeat, climate adaptation summit that was organized by whom? The government of Netherlands. Important. Climate adaptation summit was organized by or hosted by whom? Government of Netherlands. All right, from India, PM Narendra Modi address. From India, it was Narendra Modi who addressed this meeting, all right, or this summit. If we look at the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Dharmendra Pradhan ji's constituency is Madhya Pradesh and the headquarter of it is in New Delhi. All right, this was the joint conference of 11th World Petrochemical Congress and the World Future Fuel Expo. Moving on to the next. Next, we'll be looking at the India Aircraft Leasing Scheme. Alright, I repeat, India is now leasing aircraft and it is expected that by 2024, India will emerge as the world's third biggest civil aviation market. I repeat, it is expected that by 2024, Indian aircraft or the civil aviation in the India will be emerge as the world's third biggest civil aviation market by 2024. All right, this then remember, if we talk about civil aviation minister, Hardeep Singh Puri is our civil aviation minister. All right, then if we look at the key points during the first, one more thing, remember the theme of this India leasing aircraft. It was Rupee Raftar. Rupee Raftar. All right, Rupee Raftar was the theme of this particular India Aircraft Leasing Summit. Then, if we look at the key points, during the India Aircraft Leasing Summit 2021, the Minister of State Hardeep Singh Puri stated that India is set to emerge as the world's third biggest civil aviation market in overall terms by 2024. Nirmala Sitharaman was the chief guest and Hardeep Singh Puri was the guest of honor at the summit. Important thing to remember. Who was the chief guest? Nirmala Sitharaman was the chief guest and Hardeep Singh Puri was the guest of honor at the summit. Next, the India Aircraft Leading Summit was held at Vigyan Bhavan Convention Center in New Delhi. This aircraft leasing summit was held in Vigyan Bhavan Convention Center, New Delhi. Alright, it was held in both physical and virtual modes. Theme was Rupee Raftar, as we saw. Who were the organizers? There were for certain organizers, you can take a screenshot of it, but the most important thing to remember about this is the theme, that is Rupee Raftar. And where did it take place? It took place in New Delhi, that is Vigyan Bhavan Convention Center. And the aim or the theme was that the main point that come out of this leasing summit was that India is to emerge as the world's third biggest civil aviation market by 2024. Now some recent related news. Indian Navy inducted two MQ-9B Sea Guardian. MQ-9B Sea Guardian is your MQ-9B Sea Guardian is your drones, that is unarmed drones that will be procured from the United States on lease. I repeat, MQ-9B Sea Guardian is your unarmed drones that will be procured from the United States on lease. These MQ-9B Sea Guardian are the first defense hardware that is to be procured under the lease in the new defense acquisition procedure. I repeat, this is the first defense hardware that will be procured under the lease of the new defense acquisition procedure that was started in 2020. Alright, under DAP MQ-9B Sea Guardian, they are the unmanned drones that will be procured from United States under this DAP, that is your Defense Acquisition Procedure. Alright, so this was your Indian Aircraft Leasing Summit. Next, we'll be looking at International Kolkata Book Fair. Alright, next is your International Kolkata Book Fair. Important thing to remember regarding this is the theme. This fair, that is the International Kolkata Book Fair, was organized by whom? It was organized by Publishers and Booksellers Guild. Alright, look at the key points. First thing, the IKBF, that is your International Kolkata Book Fair, which is annually organized by the Publishers and the Booksellers Guild. I repeat, it was organized by whom? It was organized by Publishers and the Booksellers Guild. First thing, this is the first question. Alright, who inaugurated this? It was inaugurated by West Bengal's Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee. Who inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by Mamata Banerjee. Second question. Alright, who was present during this meeting or this inauguration? It was presence of Russian ambassador to India, that is Kudashek Nikolai. Another thing to remember, that the focal theme of the 2020 edition was Russia. Alright, it was the Russia, the theme of the 2020's focal theme of this International Kolkata Book Fair. And January 30, 2020 is celebrated as Russian Day. I repeat, January 30, 2020 is celebrated as Russian Day. Alright, if we talk about West Bengal, capital is Kolkata. It is also the largest city. Important, Kolkata is also the largest city. Governor is Jagdeep Dhankar. National parks, some of the national parks in West Bengal, this is related to your GS portion and it is important. Gomora NP, that is Gomora National Park, Neora Valley National Park, Singilia National Park and Sundarban National Park. State bird of West Bengal, white-throated kingfisher. And the state flower of West Bengal is night flowering jasmine. Alright, so this was your International Kolkata Book Fair organized by Publishers and Booksellers Guild, inaugurated by the West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, and the focal theme is Russia, and 30 January 2020 is celebrated as Russian Day. Alright, moving on to the next is your National Horticulture Fair. First of all, tell me what is horticulture. Horticulture is basically related to growing of vegetables, fruits or the flowering plants. Alright, so National Horticulture Fair, this will be basically aiming at the horticulture, that is your flowering plants, fruits and vegetable, that how can we make the particular sector grow. So some other topics and other things were also discussed during this thing. The main thing to remember of this particular summit or the particular fair is the theme and the location at which it was organized and by whom this was organized. So let's start. First thing, where did this fair took place? National Horticulture Fair. This was at Bengaluru. Alright. Second thing, theme. What was the theme? The theme was horticulture for startup and stand-up India. For startup and stand-up India. This was your theme for the National Horticulture Fair. Basically, the goal or the main aim of this horticulture fair was to connect the producers and the consumers, so that when the producers are producing all the goods, they can timely sell those to the consumers, as these are the products that require the immediate selling of this good, as if they are kept for a long time they will rot. Alright, then next thing, it was organized by whom? It was organized by ICAR. Alright, it is Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Alright, then next thing, let's look at some of the key points. India's largest horticulture event, National Horticulture Fair, is the India's largest horticulture event. It is 5 days long and that was held at Hisarghata, Bangalore, on the theme Horticulture for Startup and Stand-up India. I repeat, the theme was Horticulture for Startup and Stand-up India. Next thing, it was organized by ICAR, that is your International Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and in that too the department was Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. All right, so this was your IIHR was your Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, was a part or an organization is a part of ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agriculture Research. All right, then important thing is this only you have to remember. These rest are the collaboration in which ICAR and everything, but the main thing that will be asked in your question will be ICAR or IIHR. Next thing, the fair was organized both physically and virtual formats for the first time. I repeat, it was virtual and physical formats for the first time. The virtual event was inaugurated by Kailash Chaudhary. Kailash Chaudhary is the in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Inaugurated by whom? Inaugurated by Kailash Chaudhary ji. All right. What was the aim? It showcased the cutting edge technologies, crop varieties, pest and disease management practices, and processing method, among others. That means this showcase means here that what was the basic headlines of this particular National Horticulture Fair. It was your cutting edge technologies, varieties of crops, how to handle pests and disease in your fields, and among various processing methods of the crops. All right, Dr. T. Mohapatre, I repeat, Dr. T. Mohapatre released a mobile app, Arya Vyapar. See, this is I was talking about Arya Vyapar. Dr. T. Mohapatra released a mobile app, Arya Vyapar, that will help to connect buyers and sellers of horticulture produce and products. All right, Arya Vyapar, mark this important. Arya Vyapar. Arya Vyapar is a mobile app that was released by Dr. T. Mohapatra. Basic aim of this Arya Vyapar is to connect the buyers and sellers of horticulture products and the products. All right. Next thing related to this particular news topic is the government of Gujarat is set to for the formation of Mukhyamantri Bagayat Vikas Mission or the Horticulture Development Mission to accelerate agriculture, horticulture, promote farming of herbal plants in the state. Next, ADB, that is your Asian Development Bank, along with the government of India, signed a 10 million US dollar project readiness financing to help finance piloting activities project for expanding horticulture production and farm household income in Himachal Pradesh. All right. So this was your everything related to horticulture fair. Important thing is this, remember the name of this app, that is your Arya Vyapar. I repeat, Arya Vyapar, and this was organized by ICAR. The theme was horticulture for startup and stand up India. All right. So moving on to the next. Next we'll be looking at India Europe Union high level dialogue. It is a first of its kind high level dialogue on BTIA. BTIA is your bilateral trade and investment agreement. I repeat, India Union high level dialogue. It is a first of its kind high level dialogue on BTIA, that is bilateral trade and investment agreement. That means both the Indian and European Union will be having agreements on various types of investments and the trades. Let's look at the important points. First of its kind, that is high level dialogue on India European Union bilateral trade and investment agreement held virtually. It was co-chaired by Piyush Goyal, Union of Minister Commerce and Industry, and Valdis Dombrovskis, that is the EU Executive Vice President and Trade Commissioner. I repeat, it was chaired by whom? Piyush Goyal and the Valdis Dombrovskis, who is the EU, that is your European Union Executive Vice President and Trade Commissioner. The background, if you have to know the background of this dialogue has been established as an outcome of the 15th Indian European Union Leader Summit that was held in July 2020. So this Indian Union European high level dialogue was the result of the 15th Indian European Leader Summit that was held in July 2020. All right. If we look at about European Union, headquarters is in Brussels, Belgium. The president is David Maria, and the number of countries are 27. Earlier, United Kingdom was also a part of this European Union, but he withdrew from European Union on 31st January 2020. The last topic we'll be discussing is your 18th edition of BioAsia 2021. I repeat, BioAsia 2021. Where did it took place? It took place in Hyderabad. Then important is theme. Theme is move the needle. And also you need to remember that which edition of this BioAsia 2021 took place. It was the 18th edition, and it is always organized by your Telangana government. Alright, let's look at the key points. The 18th edition of the BioAsia 2021 was conducted virtually from Hyderabad during the dates 2022 or 23 February. It was organized by Telangana government. BioAsia is the Asia's largest life science and healthcare forum. I repeat, BioAsia is the Asia's largest life science and healthcare forum. It is also a flagship event of the Telangana government. I repeat, it is a flagship event of the Telangana government. Theme is move the needle. It is the 18th edition of this 18th edition of this BioAsia summit, and this is organized virtually for the first time. Next thing, it was inaugurated by K.T. Rama Rao ji. He is the Minister of Industries and Commerce, Government of Telangana. Alright, so this was your BioAsia 2021. Theme is Move the Needle, 18th edition. It took place in Hyderabad and it was conducted by or organized by Telangana government. Then if we look at some of the recent related news, world's largest virtual entrepreneur summit by the name Indus, that is INDUS, Entrepreneurs Global Summit 2020 was virtually organized from December 8 to December 10, and it was hosted by TIE. Alright, then about Telangana, if we see, there are two dams in Telangana, Nizam Sagar Dam and Singur Dam. I repeat, Nizam Sagar Dam and Singur Dam, they both are on the river Manjira. Singur Dam and Nizam Sagar Dam, they both are on river Manjira. So friends, this was your video. I hope you have a lot of information. So friends, that was our video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the video, do hit the like button. Share the link of the video with your friends so that more and more viewers can help and be benefited from this video. If you are new to our channel, do hit the subscribe button. This will motivate us to provide a better information and a better content in upcoming videos. If you guys have any problem related to the content we provide, or if any problem related to the application that you are facing, you can contact us on the number provided here and our team will get back to you as soon as possible. So that's all for the day. Vikas signing off.